All right, welcome back, everybody. Today I'm really excited to take a look at lucky number 17, Storm Shadow, from Hasbro's G.I. Joe classified series. I've had this guy a couple weeks, haven't had a chance to open him up and sit down and enjoy him. And I'm going to take a chance and do that with you guys today. So here we go. Let's open him up and get him out of the box. Not much to look at on the outside of the package. So let's get down to business. All right, not sure if you were able to tell from the time lapse, but I had a hard time getting our buddy to stand. So I've had to lock him out at the knees, meaning lock the leg completely straight, and he's now standing. So let me see if I can get his torso more upright and if he'll still stand balanced with those locked out straight legs. And yeah, he does. All right, cool. So I've gone ahead and I've inserted the sheath for the swords into the hole in his back. The sheaths are cool because they have the slots already molded specifically for the swords. Long edge, pointed edge, long edge, pointed edge, and the swords go in with the blades facing each other. That's pretty chill. Let's look at the accessories really quickly. And look at that. How you can see the scoring of the blade along the edge. Really nice. That metallic silver, really chill with the metallic gold. You see some really tight edges on the paint, on the white and the black. Really cool detail. Nice. So I'll go ahead and put this in the correct way. Nice. Work with us. And then we have the second sword. More of the same great paintwork and detailing. All right. We come with an additional head sculpt. That's a really great head sculpt, man. That is some great, great detail. I won't be sporting this one. For you customizers out there, take a look at the size of the peg hole. All right. Let's take a look at articulation. All right. He's got some really nice upward look down, so it seems like both the neck and the head have some movement. Cool stuff. He's got these claws, but they're really soft and they have these cuts, so that's cool. He's got a pretty decent split. He's got the drop down in the hips, the swivel at the upper thigh. I can't stress the importance of that enough for posing. I'm going to go do that. And this. And then here. And there. And there. Boom. And he's a ninja, so you really want to have a dynamic pose. There we go. Bam. All right, so that's a pretty decent dynamic pose there. I'm a big fan of warriors holding the blades in reverse like that. I just like the way it looks. Let's angle it out a little bit so you can kind of like see it. All right. Cool stance and action pose with both of his weapons. You know, so we're using the shoulder hinges. We're using both the joint at the top and also the neck joint at the bottom where it meets the collarbone. We're using the double jointed elbow. The hands, interestingly enough, although they have trigger fingers, they do have the vertical hinges so that his hand can hold the sword in an up or downward fashion like this. So that's really cool. You can see he's angled upward there, and then I can use the hinge to angle his hand down. You know, so that is really, really chill in terms of articulation, especially for a ninja. And Storm Shadow's killing it. He's working it. He looks great. He's got the double jointed knees, where you see the pegs, and he's got that peg swivel rocker at the ankle. Overall, I'm impressed with how easy it is to articulate him. Balance can be a little tricky, as you can see, but that's to be expected when you're trying to get some really dynamic poses out of your characters. So yeah, absolutely, really, really cool. Looking down by the feet, so we've got like some armor that is strapped or clamping here across the bottom part of his pants, and it meets the armor in his shoe or shoes. He's got some gloves on, some bracers, and then the texture here of the cloth varies. So these bracers also seem to be of the armor that makes up the boot. Along the pants, you just have some texture for cloth. You see the clamps along the back. Some nice molding here to show the wrinkles in the pants. This is really soft, which is nice. Moves around pretty easily. It's got some utility pockets for all his ninja magic. Really cool. You can see some pretty decent molding along the inside. I mean, pretty much all over his sculpt there's molding, and even the parts that appear to have one flat texture for a pretty long stretch, even those portions are textured and have wrinkles and lines to imitate stitching. So that's pretty cool. Nice little touch. I like how layered his ninja outfit is, even up here, where it seems like he has some kind of a vest that might be connected to this. These are straps. They come down along the sides. And then that comes across his chest. Underneath he has his ninja outfit, his ninja suit, which is open a bit here at the neck. Pretty cool. And that is somewhat soft. Really nice, really nice. Put that back in, bam. I like the attention to detail in his ninja suit. I think it's pretty cool. Just for the sake of giving you a different look. We've got the other head sculpt on. Some good detailing there on the face, especially with that scar over the under the right eye. Really nice. And looking at the back, we've got some pretty cool detailing here on the back of this plastic loincloth. Really nice sculpting overall. I think definitely for the amount of detailing and design on Sculpt there is on the various Snake Eyes iterations, I think that this is a good compliment. And they rocked it. They definitely rocked it. I'm impressed with what I see. The articulation, way to go. Great addition to the collection. Let's see what we could do in terms of some action poses in play. Stand for us, my friend. Stand, my friend, stand. Can you stand, Storm Shadow? Good job. Storm Shadow's a warrior like any you know, self-respecting warrior. And of course, we got to get him in the iconic pose. And he's nailing it. We're using some of the butterfly chest joints that he has there to articulate him into that position. And he is pretty much hitting it where he might be able to take it up a notch, if it's even possible to take it up a notch on Conan, is that since he is double wielding, I could squeeze one of these, or rather I could squeeze his other sword into his, whoops, let's see if I can get him back. Boom. There we go. And we got him there with an unnatural looking stance with the two swords. Let me see if I could rectify that a bit. Boom. And boom. Still a bit unnatural as I mess with the light accidentally. Very cool. Very, very cool. Another nice, simple look with Storm Shadow. Nice dynamic pose there. Maybe creating a defensive shield with both of his swords. So yeah, overall, this guy can really work and get in some dynamic poses. I've had a problem with some of my other Joes where they've had like a wonky hip, particularly on the right side, where the hips kind of like drop and there's like a wobble. But thankfully, I don't have that problem with Storm Shadow, so I'm extra happy about that. Because of the ornate nature of the shoulder armor here, it is going to hit the butterfly chest joint that we see sticking out here. That's not just decorative. That's actually part of the joint, as you see. So they're gonna hit and bump each other, and that's gonna create friction and encumbrance, and it's gonna inhibit how you can move the arms up in some places. You're gonna have to do some creative rotations with the bicep swivel, with the shoulder, and you'll get yourself some really cool poses out of Storm Shadow for sure, for sure. This guy is definitely a must-have if you're into ninjas, if you're into G.I. Joes, if you're into 6-inch scale warriors. This guy is definitely a must-have. Since he's all white, and I've recently gotten into the art of customizing toys for the first time ever, I see his all white sculpt and think of all the possibilities that customizers could work on with a bare sculpt like this, you know, a bare canvas to work with. You know, in addition to the fact that this is Storm Shadow and he's awesome just as is, you know. So let me see if he could, yeah, he could give you a, look where he was pulling out both swords at the same time. How cool is that? That is really chill. Way to go. G.I. Joe Classified Series number 17, Storm Shadow, a home run, a definite home run. Glad I got him in the collection. Let's go ahead and just scale him a bit and pair him up with some of his buddies or not buddies and wrap this sharing up for today. I'll put Storm Shadow's head right by his foot because that's not macabre at all. Just to have it in the shot, it is one of his accessories. Why not? And we're going to keep with the theme of ninjas today. So, of course, if we're going to do ninjas, you got to bring in the ninja of ninjas. Even though, you know, arguably Storm Shadow fits that category also, right? But you got to bring in the ninja of ninjas if you're going to talk about ninjas. And you bring in the NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Donatello, the ninja of ninjas, right? Inspired by the movie. Love that fig. Review coming soon. We'll bring in our red ninja. Pair him up with Monsieur Storm Shadow. Very cool. I'll bring in my articulated icons. Purple Ninja, I'll bring him opposite of Donatello, because he can only have but so much purple on one side. You know what I'm saying? I'll also bring in my Red Shaman from Dom Toys. And this is a really awesome, well-articulated fig. Very cool. Fits in with the motif, I think. And last and certainly not least, for today's sharing, we're going to bring in Snake Eyes number 02 from the G.I. Joe Classified series. And we'll create a little space right here. And get these two guys front and center. Because this is really where the... Whoops. This is really where the action is. Very, very cool. Absolutely love my Storm Shadow. It was a lot of fun today, taking out some time to take a look at Storm Shadow with you and share the experience of collecting toys as an adult as we continue to do so. I hope you're able to come back and share some experiences too. Until next time, take care, everyone.